Hey folks, this is Vince and Natalie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Star Trek 5-Year Mission. This is a cooperative game for 3 to 7 players. It's for ages 10 and up, and the average play time is 45 minutes. Now, while the game does say that it's for 3 to 7 players, you can play this solo and you can play this with 2 players. To play it solo, you would just take 4 of the characters and alternate between them. If you're playing a 2-player game, as you can see, I have 2 characters, Idly has 2 characters. It's not in the box that way, but it works. So what are you doing in this game? Well, I've covered it before, but for those of you tuning in for the first time, it's a cooperative game. We're trying to complete so many alert cards. Some of these alert cards have a little Starfleet insignia on them, and those are the ones that matter. If we can complete so many of those, we win the game. In order to lose the game, we have to fail 5 of these cards. You can fail cards a number of different ways. Some of them are timed, so if you don't complete it within the set amount of time, then it fails. There's a sand timer up there. Each of these columns can hold a total of 3 cards, so if there are already 3 cards in that column and you draw a 4th one, the oldest card goes away as a failure, and then the new card takes its place. That also counts as a failure. And I think there's 1 or 2 other ways. There's a prime directive card. Those are cards that have to be done before any other card, and if any other card does get completed before the prime directive card, then the prime directive card goes away and that counts as a failure. And again, 5 failures and the game is over. So at the beginning of the game, what we're going to do is we're going to choose characters. In a 2-player game, I have 2, Idly has 2. Each one has different abilities. If you don't like the Next Generation, you like the original series, you can flip these over and you'll see that there are matching crew members on the other side. So here's Spock, for example. I'm playing Next Gen because that's what I watched most recently. Each of these characters has a special ability. So, for example, Commander Riker, 1 time on your turn, after resolving an event, take 1 die from the pool, roll it, and use it immediately. Okay. And Picard's, I believe, says during replenishment, you may take 1 extra die from the pool if 1 is available. What are your 2 abilities?
All right, McCoy.
No.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think we're in the right timeline there.
They were joining, you know.
I say, they went through time. Dr. Crusher's is, during dice placement, you may use 1 of your blue dice to reduce 1 injury per crew member on a number of crew equal to the number on that die. Players can take injuries in this game. When we flip cards, some will say, suffer an injury. When we suffer an injury, we take 1 of our dice from our action section and move it over to our injury section. Injury dice cannot be rolled to try and satisfy these cards here. And what's LaForge's?
Just repairs.
When placing a die to repair the Enterprise, instead of returning the die to the pool, re-roll it and place it in your actions box. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and take that. And there's 2 parts of these cards. There's the action box and the injuries box. Dice go here to start. And as we collect dice from the pool, they'll go here. Injury dice go over here into this blue section here. So on a player's turn, well, I guess before we go with that, each player gets 2 red, 2 blue, and 1 yellow die. The dice pool, now, I'm putting it on easy mode. It's unofficial. It's not in the rulebook. You're supposed to have 1 red, 1 blue, and 1 yellow die for a 3 or 4 player game in that dice pool as extra. But I'm adding an extra set there just to make the game a little bit easier. It's still possible to fail. I've done it. But it makes the game slightly more doable and more casual. So we're going to do that. But normally, if you have more than 4 players in this game, you wouldn't even have any dice in that dice pool. 3 or 4 players, you have 1 set of dice as replacements for these guys here. So we each get a set of dice. We each choose character. In this case, we each have 2. You're going to find this to Boldly Go card. That's the starter card for the blue deck. And that's one thing I don't like, is that there's only 1 instance of a blue alert being used, and that was to land Voyager in the 1 episode of Star Trek. So this whole blue alert deck, I don't like it.
It should be green alert.
Yeah, well, maybe there was copyright infringement with stoplights. I don't know. But anyway, this is the easier deck, this is the moderate deck, and this is the hard deck. So what we're going to do, on a player's turn, they're going to draw a new alert card. So they're going to choose 1 of these decks and flip it. Now there are some stipulations. If the Enterprise is damaged, let's say it's on the yellow, then we can only draw from the yellow and red decks. So in order to repair this during dice assignment, we can assign dice up here to repair the Enterprise and move the damage marker all the way to the left. If it takes too much damage, then the game is over. If it goes off the grid, then game over.
I imagine there's a Doomsday and a Borg.
There might be. And
a Death Star.
Not a Death Star. Replenish dice. So if you have less than 5 dice in your actions box at the start of your turn, you can take dice from the dice pool, any colors that you want, so that you have 5. You're going to take those 5 dice, you're going to choose which ones you want to roll, and roll them. And then you're going to then, you're going to roll dice at step 3. Step 4 is place dice and resolve alerts. So when you place dice, you're going to take the dice that you rolled and try and fulfill what these cards are saying. So on the very bottom, like this one says, I need a blue die that is 5 or higher on this card. If I manage to do that, then something happens with it. If there's no logo in the upper right-hand corner, that means the logo means score point. There's none in this case. This would just go into a discard pile and that's it. Just gets it out of there.
So you can't add dice to fulfill a thing? Like 4 + 4 is 8?
No, you can't. No, it has to be. No, you can't do that.
Okay.
So getting back to, I lost my train of thought.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. So you're going to assign dice to these cards to try and complete them. Is basically. Now, some of these cards have a timer on them, in which case we have to fulfill it within a timer. Some of them have a prime directive, in which case they have to be done immediately. Some cards have special abilities on them, so that whenever you complete them, you can keep them, and then for a one-time use ability, you'll be able to do something special. Like, for example, here's some of the symbols related to that. If I get a card that says heal 1 injury, I can use it in the future to heal 1 injury, or I can use someone's ability, or 1 die is any color, or +1 to a die, -1 from a die. Reroll any of your dice. Here's some of the examples of some of the other events or alerts. These are some dangerous alerts. If you see this yellow alert symbol, that means when you draw that card, or whenever you draw a card and you see that, you have to draw a card from the yellow alert deck, so you're drawing 2 that turn. Same thing with this draw red alert. If you draw a card, and you see this red alert symbol on it, you have to draw one from the red alert deck as well. There's that start timer, and there's the prime directive issue there. And I think that's everything. The goal of the game is to get so many points, depending on what kind of difficulty you want. The easiest difficulty is Ensign. You need 10 points, which are cards with these Starfleet insignias on it. And you need 1 of each color. So it could be 8 blue, 1 yellow, 1 red. It could be 7 blue, 2 yellow, 1 red. It could be 5 blue, 4 yellow, 1 red, whatever. As long as the combination has 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 red at least, and then you have a total of 10 cards. And then the hardest is 20 points, 2 of each color, and then there's 1 urgent one in there somewhere. The urgents are this timed one here. So that's obviously very difficult to do. All right, and I do believe that is everything we need to know. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and start with Jean-Luc, who has a 1, then Riker has a 2, then Beverly 3, and then LaForge 4. So we're going to start with you. I'm going to choose a die, or choose a card here, blue alert, and that is, if failed, 1 injury to each crew member. This has a little Delta insignia on it, so if we complete this, we get 1 point. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take all of these dice and roll them now. The replenishment step is skipped for the first turn of the game. And unfortunately, because of that, Picard's ability wouldn't kick in. At least that's how I interpret the rules. So I'm just going to take these 5 dice and roll them. And so I've got 5, 6, 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the 5 and the 6 here. And the 3, the 4, and the 5, none of those can be assigned. So these just go back to my actions box, like so. And I think that's all I can do. So because this card is completed, we're going to go ahead and put these dice back into the dice pool. This is done, and this goes into our score pile. So we've got 1 down already out of the 10 that we need. Okay, and then that ends my turn. Then we move on to Riker here. We're going to go ahead and draw a card. This one says Rogue. This one says You Are Injured. So now I have to take a die from my actions pool and put it into my injury section. I'm going to use a red die because I really need to get rid of this one, which is blue. So this one goes here, and this one is yellow. So I'm going to take these 4 and roll them. And again, the replenishment is skipped for the first turn of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and take these and roll them. Whenever you replenish dice, it's the combined total of your dice here on your actions and dice here on your injuries. So I could not replenish even if I wanted to, because I've got 4 on the actions and 1 in my injuries pool. I'm going to take these and roll them. And it's a 1, 3, 3, 4. Unfortunately, none of them...
You could do a 3.
Oh, I could do the 3 here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place the yellow 3 here to complete that one. And that goes into the dice pool. That goes... Now, this has no Delta insignia on it. So that means it's just going to go into the discard pile below. I'll just zoom out real quick so you can see it. There's a discard pile below each of these stacks here. They don't do anything. Okay, so that's done. Now, Riker's ability says, 1 time on your turn after resolving an event. Now, I did look this up. Nowhere in the rulebook does the word event ever list itself. So I looked it up online. People say that the word alert card and events are used interchangeably. That's how they interpreted it, and that's how I interpret it. So after completing an event, which I just did, take 1 die from the pool, roll it, and use it immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and take a blue one. I'm going to go ahead and roll it. 3. I was hoping for a 5 so I can complete that, but no. So these go back into, unused dice go back into your little action section here, and that would end my turn. So now Beverly gets to go.
All right.
So you get to draw a card.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to draw a blue one?
Yes.
That's the easier. This says Enterprise takes 1 damage. So we're going to move that marker from the far left, yep, to that one up there. We're still on the blue alert, so that means that we can still draw these. We need a blue 3 at least and a 2 or 1 of a red die in order to complete this. Now this has a special ability on it. Whoever completes this gets to take it and then use that ability once on their turn.
Only once?
Yeah, only. It's a one-time use.
Okay. And I can heal you
if you spend
after I roll.
Yeah, after you roll, you can spend a blue die to heal, if you know. Although you may want to... Yeah, you could. So that, you can use either the 5 or 6.
I could use this one to get rid of that.
Right, so you can assign this here, and...
I can use the red on there.
Right.
Now, I could use this to heal you, or I could use it to complete the card.
No, because that's not... This is a 3. It has to be exactly a 3.
Oh.
There's no arrow.
Okay, well then I guess I'll use.
So you're going to spend this die to heal me, so that would go back into the pool.
Oh,
this goes, yeah. So healed dice, I believe, go back into the pool.
Oh, really?
Not that it matters. I'll look it up while you're finishing your turn.
Reduce 1 injury per crew member. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, remove 1 die from your injuries box and put it into the dice pool.
Ugh, maybe I should have saved it.
No, that's good. Because at the beginning of your next turn, you replenish, so you're fine.
But I only okay.
You're good.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and complete this one. This goes into the discard pile. There's no insignia here.
When you replenish, do you replenish max dice?
Up to 5, yes.
Up to 5? Wow. Okay.
Okay, so now LaForge gets to go.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and draw a card. This says Enterprise takes 1 damage.
Oh my goodness.
So now we're up to the yellow. So on the future turns, if this doesn't get repaired, we're going to be drawn from here next.
So hopefully I roll something good so I can repair things, because he's an engineer.
Yes, the engineer is good at that.
Alright, so I can repair it with this, right?
No, it's a 5. He needs a 5 here. See, it says 4, 5, 5, 6, 6.
Oh.
We need a 5 or higher to repair.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Yeah. So,
That stinks.
can you do anything with these dice?
No.
Doesn't look like it.
No.
No blue 3, no yellow 5 or 6, no red 5 or 6.
Wow, that's
So,
horrible.
Jordy, thanks a lot for nothing. Appreciate it. So all those unused dice go back into your actions box.
Wow.
Alright, so from here, we're going to jump to Picard's turn. I'm going to draw 1. This is Fire Torpedoes. I have to...
Do you do your ability?
After I draw this.
After, sorry.
Enterprise takes 1 damage again. Okay, now this is this has to be paired together. So when I place dice, they have to be put down at the same time for these 2 here. So now we're up to that yellow there. And with Picard's ability, when I replenish, I can take 1 extra. So I'll have 6 dice when I roll. So because there's a lot of yellow here, I'm going to go ahead and take a yellow. I'm going to take blue and blue. I'm going to take a lot of blues, I think, because there's no reds. So I'm going to go ahead and take these and roll them. to try and get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, so no... Okay, so I can do... I've got a blue 3 for this. Okay. Now, I wonder if I can... Do I take that immediately? Place dice. Resolve alerts. Okay, so I gotta wonder if I can... Okay, so I think I can resolve this now. I'm gonna go ahead and resolve this now, take that, and then maybe adjust the dice somehow to... I don't know, we'll see how this works. So this goes back into the dice pool. I'm gonna take this because this says +1, so I can adjust the pip on one of my dice by +1. Nice. So I'm going to put that by Picard here. I've got a 2, so I need a 2 of any color and a 2 blue.
Oh, really? I thought it was you need a 3 and then you get 2.
No, this means I need 3 dice here.
Oh. Okay.
1 of a 3 or lower. This means I have to place both dice at the same time for this set. So what I'm going to do is...
So what is the white? We don't have white.
White is any color.
Ah.
So I don't have a yellow 5. I don't have a yellow 4 either to move this. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take, I'm going to use this ability to add this, I'm going to add a 1 to this to make it a 2. Yeah. I'm going to make this yellow 2 this here. And I'm going to put this 3 here.
Nice. So you can use abilities from cards that you immediately
get.
Yes.
You can resolve alerts. Yeah, that's what I looked it up. You can resolve alerts and assign dice in any order. So there's no delta on this, so this just goes into a discard pile. This is done, so this goes over here, this goes into a score pile, and these unused dice come back to me.
Interesting.
Alright, now the Enterprise is still damaged, so we still have to draw from the yellow deck for Riker's turn. So we're going to go ahead and draw this. Injure the crewmates to your immediate left and immediate right. So this means Picard is going to take an injury, and 3, yeah, so you're going to take 1. I would recommend the red dice, because yellows are harder to get. Okay. And we need the yellow for that. So we need a 1, 3, and 6 to complete that. So I'm going to go ahead and take a red die, a yellow, to replenish up to 5. Hopefully I get a 5 or 6 to get rid of that one.
And what was your ability?
One time on your turn after resolving an event, take 1 die from the pool, roll it, and use it immediately. Okay. Alright, so that did not take care of that. So now this has to be a set. I need a 1, 3, and a 6. There's no 6s. So this is a failed roll for me.
That looks like a red alert card.
Well, they're worse, trust me. Alright, so now Beverly's turn.
So I can take 3
Well,
dice?
first we draw a card.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So this is just 2, 4, 2. No bad things, luckily. Timed though.
It's
timed? Yeah, so go ahead and take your dice first.
Okay, so I'll need...
I would recommend some blue ones.
Yellow, blue, and that's it, right?
You need 1 more. Okay, so...
Because I have 5 total.
Why do you need all those yellows?
For that 5 to make sure I get it.
I would focus on this timed one. Oh. So I would get more blues for healing and for
Oh, so it's not.
This is timed. If we do not.
Is it timed for the whole thing?
No. After you're done, this goes. Yeah. If it's not complete, it fails. We lose it.
Oh, I thought the time. Oh, okay. I thought the time restarted with the next player. Okay.
It should have been flipped now. I'm explaining it to you before we do that.
Oh, okay. So we can't choose the dice and then flip it?
No, technically, no. As soon as that comes up, we flip it.
Okay.
But so go ahead, just flip.
Okay, right.
So go ahead. So yes. So okay, that's a lot.
2, 5, 1, 1. Nothing. Your turn.
Well, no. You can assign dice here. First off.
Oh, I didn't.
Second off, you can help me with an injury with one of these dice.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Now use the 5 so that you can get an injury whenever you're healing. A pip of 5 gets rid of 1 injury from 5 different crew members.
That's right. Okay.
So,
1.
This goes away. No, that goes into
2.
that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So now we take another yellow. That's a red alert up here, so we have to draw a red alert card.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, really. Okay, so now Jordy gets to roll.
Right,
you need a 2 and a 4 to get rid of this.
This is terrible. Alright.
You've got a 2.
2, 5, 2, 6, 2. So many 2s.
Use your red 6 to repair the Enterprise 1.
Okay. 1.
Because you don't have a 3 for this.
No.
Or this.
I can use a 2 here.
Yep.
Maybe, or here.
Use it here to get rid of this timer.
I have a red 2, right?
Okay, that's fine.
I can do that one.
Okay.
And I can do the 2 here.
Yep.
So we need red 4s. I can't put this 5 anywhere.
No.
Okay.
Alright, so put your 5 back. I'm going to take some dice from Picard here. I'm going to take a red. I'm going to take more red.
30 seconds.
Yellow and yellow. I'm going to take these, roll. I get an extra die because of my ability.
Yeah.
No 4s, so I can't. Yeah, we're going to lose that one. I don't have a red 4 either out of all of this crap.
You have something from there, right? You have a 5 to.
Yeah, I'm going to use this 5 to get rid of this. And.
The blue 6 to put in there?
No, it has to be a set. 1, 3, 6.
That's right.
Alright, I'm going to do Riker's turn now.
Okay.
Riker's going to just use all 5 of these dice. No 4. I'm going to use the 4. Oh, it's done.
Okay. So it just has to wait out, right?
Yeah. So this is done. It's a point.
Mm-hmm.
So we got it. We have a point here. Now Riker's ability says, where were these dice from?
You just rolled those.
Oh, okay. These are from there. Okay. So this Riker's ability says, take 1 die from the after resolving an event. Take 1 die from the pool, roll it, and use it immediately. So I'm going to take a red one.
Yeah.
Roll it and hope for a 4 at this point. 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my 5 and 6, let's see. So I'm no longer in a time crunch. 5, yellow 3, can't do that.
You can put the 2 there.
I could put a 2 here. I can do the 5 and 6 here to repair the Enterprise back to full health.
Oh, nice.
5 here and 6 here repairs the Enterprise. 2 and 4 remaining.
Nothing, it seems.
Not that I can see.
Yep.
Okay, so these go back to him. Well, that was crazy. I hate timed ones. I really do.
Can you imagine if you take like 3 timed ones in a row? What happens if you take another timed one?
Then you have to let the timer run out before starting it over with the new timed ones. If you're on a timed one already, and a new timed one comes up, you keep playing, you let the timer run out for the first one. When that timer runs out, you get rid of that card if it's still there, the first one.
But it still counts as a fail, right?
Let me finish. If you have one timed card number 1, timed card number 2, let's say timed card 1.
Yeah.
Flip. Roll. Roll.
Okay.
Okay, now, let's say next turn, timed card comes up. This is still going for this.
Yeah.
This has to run out. If this card is still here when it runs out, this fails.
Okay.
This moves up here, flip again for a new 60 seconds or whatever it is. That's all it is. Alright, get over there.
Maybe do it like this way.
Whatever. No, can you move it out of the way of the...
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so now, start of... Yeah, Beverly's turn. Alright, so we're going to draw a blue one, I think. This is a prime directive one, meaning that it has to be completed before anyone else's. So we're going to go ahead and put that here.
Okay.
And that's the prime directive symbol. So as far as... You've got 1 injury. No, you don't have any injuries.
No,
okay. So we need blue dice for her. If we can get a red dice to complete that, that would be awesome.
Maybe... What else? Maybe another red?
Yeah, it's up to you. Maybe another...
Or a blue.
Yeah, Beverly needs the blue dice for her healing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, and there's we need to complete those. So go ahead and, roll those, that's fine.
Okay. Seems like you're in charge of the reds. With Picard.
Well, whatever. He is Command Red after all.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
6, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Well, 1 blue 3 can go here.
Yep. And I have no 4s there.
1, 3, 6, there's no 1s. 3 and a...
No.
No, actually no. 5, it's 3 and a less than 5.
Okay.
5 or less. Okay, so that's done. So that is a point.
That's a one-time use of a...
Yeah, +1.
So can I use that pip, that +1, to turn the 3 into a 4 and complete that card?
Oh, you know what? Let's do that. We can't.
Oh,
because this
we
would
have
fail.
to-
This would fail. So let's put this 2 back, and you had a 3.
And a less...
You had a 3 and no, it was a yellow 3 and something
yellow 3
else.
and a red 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a red
So
3.
here's the thing. We can, if you want, complete this, and then this would fail, or
We can keep going.
yeah, we can just keep
How many
going.
fail? What happens if you fail?
Nothing immediately, but 5 fails is the end of the game.
Okay. I think we could do. We haven't had a fail yet.
Yeah,
what
but
what is that? 1
that,
to 6.
That is reroll any of your dice as a one-time ability. But this again, this is a point. I don't want to lose that.
This is also a point.
Right. So just leave it there. We can try and complete that later. I'm saying.
This is. Do you think this is hard to complete since this is a red alert?
No, we just need to roll another 3 and another red that's less than 5.
Okay.
I think we're okay.
Okay.
The Enterprise is fully repaired, so we're going to be drawing blues for a while.
Okay. If you want to leave it, that's fine.
All right. So Jordy's turn.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to draw from the blue deck, right?
Yeah.
Choose a crewmate. That crewmate is injured. So.
I have to choose a crewmate.
Choose a crewmate.
I'll choose Beverly.
You're going to choose Beverly to take an injury?
Well, yeah, I am. Because she just went, it's going to be a while until,
Okay.
and I want you to,
Try and complete some of those cards?
Yeah.
All right, so get rid of one of the red ones, I'd say. Because there's plenty of reds in the dice pool.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
And then now you can replenish 2 more dice from that.
I took 2 blues. Is that okay?
You may want to save them for, well, I think...
Because if we cannot...
Yeah, all right, yeah, good idea. Yeah, we want the blues so we can complete that.
Yeah, because if we can't...
I would take a, just reds then?
Yeah, 2 reds.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
And that way, I'm more than likely going to take a... Well, I only have the 1 blue. Hopefully you get a 4.
See.
No, okay. But we can assign dice to other places without completing them.
Yeah.
So, well, it would have to be one of those. So...
So here's a 5.
5
over
for here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um...
And 1, 2, 5,
I can't
6.
do anything else.
Right, so you just keep those.
That was terrible.
That's alright. I'm going to draw another blue one. If failed, Enterprise takes 1 damage. Alright, so I'm going to take the card. I'm going to take a yellow, I think. Or do I want red? Not that it matters.
I think...
I mean, I have to roll a blue 4, which is going to stink. No.
Blue 6.
We may have to fail this one at some point. Alright.
Because the next draw is a blue.
That's gonna, yeah, the next one's
fail regardless.
right. So we're gonna have to fail that.
Yeah, because it's gonna fail.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna assign this here to, or I don't have a yellow 3. Darn. And I'm gonna use a yellow. I'm gonna use a blue 6 to do that one. I need a 4 for that one. I need a 1, 3, and 6 for that one. I don't have a 1, so I can't do that. I need a yellow 3, which I don't have. Okay, so I'm going to take care of these 2 cards. These go away. This is a point. This goes away. This fails. This goes back. This goes into our death pool. It's one down, 4 to go. And then these go into our actions there. Okay, so it is now Riker's turn. We're going to draw a new card. You are injured. I'm going to go ahead and injure a blue die.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take 3 red. And that's it. So I've got 5 dice total on my mat, so I'm going to roll these 4. Give me a 4. Okay.
Oh, wow.
1, 3, 3. Oh, okay. I'm going to do this one. the yellow 3, and the anything red 5 or less. So I'm going to take this red 3, put it there. That completes this.
You can use it.
I'm going to use Riker's ability to I can take a die from the pool and use it immediately. So I'm going to first thing I'm going to do is first I'm going to take a I'm going to probably use this card to up this 3 into a 4 and then put that here. But I want to...
Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Because I was thinking about taking a yellow, rolling that to see if I can get rid of this. I don't know. Or...
I would say this one because it's...
Yeah, I might as well. I'm going to go ahead and use this ability to change 3 into a 4. That's a point. That's 5. And this gets taken care of.
What is that ability?
This ability is I can use the ability of another person.
Oh, nice.
Once per turn, or just that one. So I could use. I guess I'll save that for when I actually have a blue die to heal someone. If I had a blue die to use, I could have used it to heal us, but.
Well, the next turn, Beverly will most likely heal.
All right, and I think that's it for him. Okay, so Riker had that ability that we didn't use, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose a die to roll. Now, if I roll a blue die, I can use this card to mimic your doctor ability and heal us. That way, you will have 5 dice to use on your turn as opposed to 4. So I'm going to go ahead and use this card. It has no insignia on here, so this just goes into the discard pile. So I'm going to roll this blue die from the pool. 2. So we heal 2 crew members. Mine and yours.
Cool.
There you go. So that goes away. Whenever you heal, it goes into the pool.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
But you can take that back later.
Okay.
So, Doctor's turn. You're going to take a blue one?
Yep.
Alright, so it's a point card and just no ability, just 5 and 4 on it.
Okay.
So take whatever dice you want. You can...
Maybe some yellows and a blue? Like...
yeah, if you want to...
A yellow and a blue?
Yeah, it's fine.
To try and...
Go for it.
I don't know.
No, that works. No 4, unfortunately. 1...
There's a 4 here.
You can use the 4 here.
Yeah. That's the only thing, right?
Yeah.
1, 6, but no 3.
No
So
3
I guess
for
that's
this.
it.
Yeah. Alright. Next turn is Jordy's.
Okay, so I'll replenish with a yellow.
So this no ability on this. This is just a blue. This is a set.
Right.
Needs so I would take maybe a red.
A red instead of a yellow?
Well, it's up to you. If you think you can roll that yellow 4, great. Whatever you...
I'll leave it for you, I guess.
It's up to you. We need to get rid of some of these cards.
Yeah, the next blue card.
Well, I'd have to draw from this next turn.
Why?
So that... Well, because if I draw from this, one of these
Oh,
kills.
I thought you had no choice. I thought it was always...
Whenever you draw, you can pick any of the decks. But it's easier to choose from here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I see. So if you're up here, you cannot do the blue ones.
Correct. If you're up here, you have to draw from the red deck. You don't want that.
Nasty.
All right.
But if you're here, you can do either or, right? From yellow or red. I see.
That's a lot of 6s.
That is. I can put one of the 6s on the blue. I can complete that card. Right?
Yep. So that's done.
Yeah. And that's it.
And there's no ability on, or no insignia, so that goes away. And now I'm going to draw a card. You are injured. Great. So, and it's a yellow alert, so I have to draw a yellow alert.
Oh my god.
Prime directive, so we have to complete this first. Alright, so I have to injure myself. I'm going to go ahead and injure a yellow one. Nah, I'm going to injure a red one. I get to draw...
Really? Because you wouldn't want to complete this first?
Alright, fine. I hate to get rid of the yellow ones, but you're right. Because of the prime directive, it makes more sense. Because there's less yellow than there are red, but yeah. Alright, so I get to, because of the card's ability, I get 1 extra die. So I'm still going to take 5, have 5 total here. Normally it would be 4 here, 1 here, but I'm going to put 5 here.
So you're taking 2 extra dice?
Yeah, I'm taking 2 dice.
Okay.
So I'm going to take red and blue, I think. Or no, do I want 2 blues? To try and get that 4. I'm going to try and get that 4. I mean, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that might have to be a failure. We'll see. Alright, so let's see what we get. Oh, there's that 4. But whether or not we can get 2 3s to complete it is a different story. I'm going to put a 6 here. And... the 1, 2, and 2, there's nothing for me to do with that. So these have to go here. And now we're on to Riker's turn. So Riker's going to have to draw the yellow alert deck.
Because of that?
No, just because at the beginning of every turn you draw a card.
Well, here's what I was thinking. For Picard's turn, you could have just failed this card and complete this one, right?
I could have, but I don't know.
And then draw from the blue.
All right. Well, let's see what Riker does.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take reds here to try and complete this card, and then I'm gonna put maybe a 1. You know, I'll see. I'm gonna take 5 red. Well,
I would.
Yeah. All right. 5 red for Riker. Let's see how well he does with 5 red.
There's a 3.
There's 1 3.
Oh, you can use the 4. Oh no.
I could, but then this fails.
Yeah.
So if I do that, let's go ahead and fail this one. That'll count as a fail. We'll complete it because
you can complete both this one and that one.
All right. Well, let's one thing at a time.
Sorry.
1 3 6 and then 6 here. Okay. So we'll complete these. Fine. This is remove an injury. So I'm going to just keep that for when I need it. This gets resolved. This is use the ability of somebody else. This did not get completed first, so this is a fail. And that goes into our fail pile.
Ouch.
This is one that I rolled. Now, Riker's ability is I can take a die and roll it after completing 1.
So you could take one of these?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do I want yellow or blue? I might do.
I'd say blue because that one has a point.
Yeah, we'll try blue. See if I can get a 5. Great. 4.
Ooh,
no, almost.
Close.
Special ability. There's no injuries. There's no reason for me to use that yet.
Could you use your ability again, your own?
No, it's 1 time per turn.
Even with that card?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
it's someone else's ability. All right, so I think I'm done. So now it is your turn for Beverly. So we're going to draw a blue one. All right, so this is a yellow alert up here, so we have to draw a yellow alert card. Nasty.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and pick a die for yourself. I'm thinking yellows and blues here.
Yeah.
You may want a blue so that I can heal. Yeah, take a blue so you can heal me with one of your failed blue rolls. You got this.
Because it's a guaranteed failed blue roll.
Nah, well, the way dice are.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, there's a 4.
Okay, what's that going to be for?
For that one? The point one?
This?
What is that?
5.
Oh, that's a 5?
You get a 5.
Oh, I thought this was a 4 the whole time. Okay.
Wow. None of these?
Really?
2, less than a 2, less than a 3. Great, no.
I could do a 6 up here. I guess I'll use the 2 to heal you.
To heal me. Okay, so this goes back there.
And that goes in the dice pool, right?
Yep.
Wow, and that's it.
That's it.
Wow, that's horrible.
It is horrible. Okay, so now Jordy's turn. We're going to take a yellow. This is a prime directive card. Means we have to complete it first.
There's no... Okay, fine. Then I'll just take 2 yellows and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, I guess. That way if we can try and complete that. This game is hard. All right.
I got a 5.
Great. Okay, there's a 5.
That was supposed to be a 5.
All right, and you need 2 6s of any.
I don't have any 6s.
Right.
I could do this here for 3.
Okay, great.
What is that one over there? 3. Dang.
Yeah, yellow 3.
Nope.
That's all you can do.
Nope.
All right.
Oh no, because if I complete it, we fail that directive.
What are we gonna do?
The 4 up here.
Yeah. Do we want to? We can fail the chances of me getting 6. We can fail that one if you want, and that way you can.
What is that one? Heal a member.
Heal a member. I'd say let's fail it.
You sure?
Well,
it's not even a point.
You're failing this one.
Yeah.
Right, but the next card is going to be red.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well then, yeah.
So
we don't want a red.
This goes away. This goes fail.
It stinks because that was a great ability.
Yeah, well, this is for you. Or Jordy. That was Jordy's.
Jordy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
I'm sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yellow. Enterprise takes a damage. Not too bad because we're still on blue.
Okay.
All right. So Picard, we're gonna roll. I need some yellow and blue, I think, to try and complete. I don't want to take too many yellow. I want to save some for Riker.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 6 because of his ability.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 2 6s for that other card. Gotta be kidding me.
Rough. Oh, you could complete
2 3 6. Yeah, 2 3 6.
Mm-hmm.
That completes this for point. We're at 1 2 3 4 5 6,
mm-hmm.
which isn't too bad. 6 6 6. Nothing.
That's Picard's, right?
That's Picard's. Yeah. So that's his.
Terrible.
Riker's turn. Enterprise takes a damage.
Ouch.
All right. So I'm gonna take yellow, blue, and red to try and complete some of these blue cards. Oh, what was that? Okay. So, wow.
Dog.
Really?
What was wrong with her?
No 3s or 4s.
Ouch.
I can use I could start, well, here's the thing. I can use the ability of someone else. So what does this say? When placing a die to repair the Enterprise,
you put it back in your pool.
You put it back in my pool.
In your actions. You don't. When you repair, you.
Oh, it comes back to me,
yeah.
And then I can use it for something else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that because the game's getting pretty tight. I'm gonna use this 5 to repair this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why wouldn't I do that? And then I can take it back.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's right.
And then this goes away. And then I'm gonna put this 5.
But it's in your actions box that you can't use it again, right?
Well, no, the dice are supposed to be in your actions box after you roll them. I'm just putting them here so people can see it.
Oh, but okay, I didn't know they were reusable.
5. And then we need a 3 and a 4 for that one.
It says re-roll it and place it.
Oh, re-roll it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fine. 1. Not helpful?
I shouldn't have said anything. No, that's cheating.
1, 2.
Which one's that one over there?
I need a yellow 3.
A 3, okay.
And that's it. So these go back here. And no dice. Okay. So now for Beverly's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Enterprise takes a damage. Back up to yellow again. So Beverly,
I'll take 2 reds.
Or
no?
Do we want blue maybe to try and... No, because you need to heal.
Uh-oh.
So no one has injuries, do they?
No.
I would try and complete this so we can start. Oh yeah, take a red to see if you can heal the Enterprise or to repair the Enterprise. We need to get the Enterprise down to blue because even if we complete these, we're not going to be able to draw these cards because I would say we need blues and yellows. So give it a shot.
I would have said reds because even we're not going to be able to draw.
No,
blues.
take what you want. That's fine. Take what you want.
What would you have done? Just
it doesn't matter. Take what you want.
I'll take reds.
Go ahead. I'm not going to run the game for you. That would be
I know, but I do think red because if I'm not able to repair it, at least I have a chance of completing this one. And and if we're gonna draw from the yellow.
Okay. Go for it.
Because if we don't repair it and we still do blue cards, we're still not. Okay, sorry.
All All right, well, there's your 4 for that, if you want to do it. That would complete this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
guess I can do that one there.
Okay.
I can do...
What is that number?
1.
1. 1, 1, 2.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
None of them.
I could do... Oh, I can't. I could do... No. Dang.
Alright, well, let's get rid of this one.
Alright, let me... Is there an injury anywhere?
No.
Oh,
no injuries.
Wow, that's horrible.
Alright, we're going to have to draw a red alert then, I think,
Yeah.
for the next turn.
Wow, that's rough.
Alright, Jordy's turn.
Yeah.
Alright.
Red alert.
The Pegasus. Alright, so Jordy, go take dice.
Oh,
yeah. You can take 4.
Okay, definitely reds.
Yeah, I want to repair the Enterprise.
4 or 5. Okay. You think that's too much red?
Do we want a blue to try and see if we can put something here?
Alright.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, because that's a set, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should I trade in a red for a blue?
No, it's fine. Because you need to repair the Enterprise. So we can start drawing blue again.
Yeah. Okay.
And use your ability.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's
Wow.
awful.
Okay, lots of low numbers, unfortunately.
Yeah. A blue 3, is that anywhere?
Here?
That's the only one. I can never find.
That's a 5.
Okay.
This is a 5 of any color, so you could put your yellow 5 here.
Yeah, I could do that. And I could put a 3 there.
Is that it? Yeah.
Okay.
So that completes the card.
Okay.
So that's done. And no point. It just gets rid of that. So you can't repair the Enterprise, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And these 2 2s.
Can't go anywhere.
No.
I hate that I can't see from this side. Okay.
Alright, you good?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to draw a yellow one because we're still on the yellow. Okay, so no ability, but there's a lot of dice that we need to complete there.
Ooh.
Alright, so for Picard, I'm going to take... we really need to... I'm going to take some reds to repair the Enterprise.
Yeah.
And the other one, I'm going to take... I'm going to take another...
Blue, maybe. No?
Well, we need to repair the Enterprise. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about that card and that card.
Blue? Alright, fine.
Well, I don't know.
No, that's fine. We'll get some mileage out of all of these dice. So
Hopefully. That's 6, right?
yeah, that's 6. Okay, so blue 5 takes that.
Yes.
Don't have enough to repair the Enterprise.
You could put a 4 and a 2 here, or a 4 and a 1 here. A set.
4 and a 1, and I don't have a 3. I could put a 1 here. Now with this 2 and the 5, I could put the 5 here and the 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, so that would take care of this card.
Okay, that's another point.
That's another point. And this card is almost done.
That stinks.
That means we're gonna have to draw another red alert card.
Oh, but your ability, right?
No, that was Picard's turn.
Oh man, so we're gonna fail that one.
No, because we can draw a red alert.
Oh yeah, we have a choice.
We have a
right?
choice.
We have a choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this is just 1, 1, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty. All right. All right. With Riker, I'm gonna take
What was that ability?
yellow. Heal somebody.
Oh.
Yellow and red to try and heal the Enterprise.
Okay.
All right. At very least,
Ooh.
I can heal the Enterprise.
Nice.
All right. So I don't have a 4. This is a 3 and a 4. Okay. With 1s, 5s, and 6s, I can put a 6 here
Mm-hmm.
to complete this card. And when I complete a card, I can use Riker's ability to take a die from the pool and reroll it. I may want to take a yellow maybe to see if I can roll anything.
Yeah.
Come on, really? 1, 1, and then we need another blue 1 for that.
Yeah.
I can put a 5 here. Oh, I'm going to use the blue 5 here and
yeah.
repair the Enterprise with this. All right.
I guess that's it.
I think that's it. Okay, Beverly's turn.
I will replenish and get 2, maybe a blue and a yellow.
Yeah. So if we can maybe complete. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
3.
Works for me. So we have to. Now, did we draw a card for her?
Oh no, not yet.
All right. So blue one. If you place 1 or more dice on this alert, you are injured. Now this says to draw a yellow alert on top of it.
Okay.
So we're gonna draw this one. It's also a point. So we've got enough to beat the game. If we can complete 3 of these 4 cards, we win.
Yep.
So we're getting there.
Okay.
All right. So do we have a 4?
Yes, we do.
And a 1, a blue one.
Yep.
So you can complete that one.
1 and 4.
Okay. Let's get rid of these right now. So that's a point and a -1 for you. And this one is a free heal. And then you've got a 1, 4, and 5. The 4 maybe here. Well.
What stinks, I wish this was a -2. We could have won.
Yeah. If we can.
What is that? A 4?
If a 1, yeah, this, yeah.
So maybe a 4 there then.
Okay, just to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good.
1 and 5.
Mhm.
That's it.
Now that's for the point. So even though we have it here,
Yeah.
it still counts as a point. Is that it for her?
I could oh no, I can't.
I'd save it for an
Yeah.
important roll. All right.
And a 1 doesn't go to a 6, right?
No, it does
Okay.
not.
Okay, so it's your turn.
No, it's Jordy's turn.
It's Jordy's turn.
You are injured.
Okay.
This is a timed one.
Okay.
So all you need is a 1. So go ahead and
Alright.
of any color. So maybe some reds in case you want to heal the Enterprise, and then you get to
Okay. Dang.
These cards need any. It doesn't matter. So I would say take reds.
Only reds.
Reds so that you have a greater chance of healing the Enterprise, and it doesn't matter what these colors are.
And I can only do 4 because
4,
I'm injured,
correct.
Right?
Uh-huh. Unless you can use that ability to heal yourself.
Oh yeah.
That medical
I
ability.
can do it as soon as I can.
Yeah. No, you would reveal a card,
Yep.
play it, put it in the discard pile.
Okay.
It would the injury would go here, but you're gonna take that back
Yeah.
for your 5th.
Yeah.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Done. Okay. So now you've got 5.
Okay. That's funny.
Well, you can definitely repair the Enterprise with some of these, but let's see what you got. It's time. Let's get this red one out of the way.
Here. Okay, so
No,
this
here.
is good. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So that's done.
I just my short arms, I can't reach.
All right. So this is no point.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you need. Okay. So the 5, I would repair the Enterprise with a 5 because
Yeah.
your 6 could go here.
Yeah, that's what I could do.
Now with your ability, what does it say to do when you repair the
I
Enterprise?
can re-roll it.
You can re-roll
and
it.
still use it as an
Yeah.
action.
Mm-hmm. 2. 2, 2, 2. Really?
Are you kidding me? I can't do anything.
All right.
I'm like hoarding all the red stuff.
There's plenty of red dice there. You're fine.
It's awful.
You got a dice there. Okay, so blue. It's a prime directive, so that means we have to do it.
Ooh.
With Picard, I can take 6 dice. I'm gonna take some blues. I'm gonna take a lot of blues and maybe 2 reds. I hate I don't want to take all the blues and then
Why
fail.
would you take a red?
Well.
Take all the blues. I say go for it.
Yeah, but you might need them for healing. I don't want to. I need to save some blue dice for you to heal.
Just one.
All right, so I'll take 5 blue to try and get rid of this, and then maybe a red.
I would say a yellow.
Yellow. Oh, I see what you're saying. All right, in that case, let me put there.
Why red?
Just because I don't want to hog all the dice.
You're
So 1 less than 2, and 1 greater than or equal to 4.
nice.
Done.
Excellent. And that's a wild color thingy. It can be any color, right? The ability?
Yeah, this is.
That's for Picard, right?
Yeah, 1 die is any color. So I can make this any color I want. Not that it really helps us here, I don't have a 3, unfortunately, so I can't complete this. I need a 3 and a 4.
Which you don't have.
Which I don't have. Oh, I have a 4, but no 3.
Oh, wow. So we just need 3s.
Yeah, lots of 3s. So there's nothing else I can do with him,
Stinks.
unfortunately. Alright, Riker. So I draw a card. Oh, great. This is a yellow alert, meaning that
That's a fail.
the oldest card is going to go away.
Yeah.
So these all go back.
Rough.
Oops. And this is a fail. And
One more fail, we lose.
yeah, really. Oh, great. Red alert.
Oh, at least it's not.
If
yellow.
not resolved this turn, Enterprise takes 1 damage. And this is a timed one. This is ridiculous.
All right, come on, we got this.
All right,
Come on,
I need to take reds so that I can get rid of, because if we fail this, we lose the game.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to take a lot of reds.
Go for it. Do whatever you need to do.
Actually, 4 reds and yellow. All right.
You just need like one or two more.
Yeah, really. All right, 1 that's greater than that, and a 2. Yeah, I'm going to take that.
The red too.
Done.
Okay, awesome.
No, yeah, done. Point.
Oh, that's the point. I think we won, right?
How many cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9, 10.
Oh, you got 10 there. Awesome. So we did win. Let's just finish out this turn then, and then...
Crazy.
This is a heal, which doesn't help me out at all. Enterprise takes a damage, so that had to do that. 2 doesn't help. 6 doesn't help. 3 could go here,
Yeah.
but I would become injured if I did that. Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You might as well.
All right.
I can't.
So no, it's fine. So we have 10. You've got 2 over here that you didn't use, and 8 here.
Yeah.
So we did win the game on Ensign difficulty.
Wow, that was good. That was hard.
It was. So what did you think?
I liked it. I wish there was a way to modify dice. You know me and modify.
I know you like modifying dice.
It was okay. I don't know.
It's difficult.
I like the challenge. I really do. I thought it was really fun. I like the hectic. Just kind of like I like the flatline game.
You like, okay. I don't like the time stuff. There is a card in here, or a couple of cards where if it comes up, you and your partners can't talk until it's resolved.
Yeah.
That's a rough one. Doesn't make for great camera footage, but
Yeah.
a
lot of.
Yeah, you can't even do that. I don't think. Yeah, right.
No, you can't.
I don't know what the rules are. Yeah. So, like, I like it. It's just there's a lot of times, though, where you roll dice and you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's very luck-based. Like you said, I wish there were abilities to modify dice more so than what they are.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's cards that you can earn that modify 1 pip here and there. But even still, if you roll all 3s and you need 1s and 6s or whatever, like, you're...
I wish you could keep them. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to keep them.
What do you mean keep them?
Like, this is a one-time use.
Oh,
you
the
know?
one-time uses? Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
That would be cool.
I understand the injury thing, not keeping them, but the modifications with the dice, I don't understand why you wouldn't be able to keep them. Because it's already hard enough.
It is.
to roll
It's
what
fairly
you need
hard.
to roll.
And I don't even think we needed the extra set of dice. I don't know. I mean,
we used up all the yellows. There's no
Yeah.
yellows.
yeah, but even then, yeah, so. I mean, that is one way to make the game a little easier is to add more dice to the pool. But maybe one other way to make it easier is to have 4 cards per column instead of 3. That way there's less, because there's a lot of chaining that went on here.
Yeah.
Drew this yellow alert, failed. Replacement is a red alert, which, like, there's possible chaining.
That's the one thing I think I didn't like about this game.
The chaining?
It's very hard to pinpoint what I didn't like.
It's very chaotic. It's very, like, just when you think you've got the table under control,
Yeah.
you've got 3 cards coming out because of luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very luck heavy. I don't
I don't mind a challenge if it wasn't, if the luck base was a little bit more controlled,
Yeah.
I guess. But if it's like super luck and it's really hard, I don't like that. Like, that's just too
Did you think this
overwhelming.
was too much luck and too difficult?
I don't know. There's something about it that I didn't like, and I really can't pinpoint what it is. Maybe.
I know
Maybe
you
it was-
were frustrated with your dice rolls when you couldn't do anything.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. And these abilities, like the character abilities, look so OP on paper, but then when you try to do it in the game, it's like, I guess it's not that great.
Well, Picard's ability was you can use him
One
anytime.
extra dice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's pretty
Riker's is whenever you complete something. If you don't complete anything, then you don't get it. And then Beverly's only kicks in when someone's injured.
And then it has to be a blue die as well.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I like it. I mean, this is one of those games, though, where you could theme it with Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars. It could be Stranger Things. It could be anything, and it would work as a game. You know what I mean?
It could just be numbers. It doesn't even have to have a theme.
Right. I mean, yeah. Take out the Star Trek, and this could just. I mean, it would still function as a game. The fact that it's Star Trek theme is a bonus. It's like Monopoly. It's like Star Trek Monopoly, Star Wars Monopoly, Game of Thrones Monopoly. Like, this could be themed anything, and it would still work as a game. But I like the Star Trek theme because I'm a big Star Trek fan, and I like the attention to I like the cards and how they have references to various episodes, and I like the fact that these are double-sided, so you can play with the original series as opposed to the next gen cast.
I think it has icons that let you know, right?
Right. I took out all the original crew enterprises. If you take a look at the box, there are some red alerts and yellow alerts in here that I took out because they had the original series Enterprise on them here. So I took all of those out for the next gen. For the other characters that were in the box, for those of you that are curious, we've got Deanna Troi. Assuming the camera focuses, there we go. We've got Data and Worf, and then for the original series, we've got Chekhov, Sulu, and Lieutenant Uhura. So yeah, you can even though the box says 3 players or more, this can be solo, this can be 2 players. It's totally fine. It's not going to break anything if you alternate between characters, just as long as you treat them individually like we did in this game. All right, well, with 7 minutes to go, is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
I like the theme. I'm not too big on themes, though. Like, it's not...
What do you mean, themes?
Like, I'm not... A game does not get... I don't think of...
Making a game Star Trek doesn't immediately make it good? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like, I'm not... As long as the game is good. If it's not good, I don't care about the theme. You know, it could be My Little Pony, and I wouldn't care. And I love My Little Pony.
Yeah, right. I would not play it if it were My Little Pony.
Oh! Even if it was a really good game?
I would still not play it.
Really?
No.
You stuck up.
I have standards, sorry.
Oh, please.
My Little Pony is not, no.
Even
sorry.
if it was a game like this?
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
It would have to be pretty darn good. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like Wingspan, it's about birds.
Yeah.
I don't really care about birds. Like, I don't do bird watching. I don't know the different birds, but it's a great game, so yeah.
But you like animals.
I do like animals.
So it's not like...
Now, if it were about German Shepherds or dogs in general, then I'd be like, all over.
It would be your favorite game ever.
It wouldn't be my favorite game ever. But to my opinion, the theme does matter a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Because it gives me something to relate to. You know what I mean? As long as the game does relating. Like, Riker, if Worf's ability is security heavy, that makes sense. Or if Data's ability is very thinky, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you introduce mechanics that complement the theme, then that's great. But, if it's just generic stuff, then... Yeah. Anyway, so that was Star Trek 5-Year Mission. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. I'll put a link in the below description for the Amazon webpage if you want to go ahead and buy it. If you do buy it through my link, I'll get a small cutback at no cost to you. This is Vince and Natalie. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Bye, guys.